Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and you're listening to the world famous University Love, the best podcast in one, two, three galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Today is July the 31st, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, whoop whoop. Today is my child's birthday. Happy third birthday to little Mimi. Okay? Man, what's the best gift you can get in the whole wide world? A child. For some people, anyway. I think it's a great gift. I love having a child. I love, hanging out with her, watching it go from, a little bitty baby, drinking milk every day. Now, that's one thing I will say. When you have a child and then you me and my wife, the first time we ever took her to a restaurant, I remember, we took her to this restaurant. It was like a seafood place. We took her to the seafood place. Me and my wife, it was our first time being out, like a month or two. And we went out, took her, gave her a bottle. It used to take her it would take my daughter like 20 minutes to finish a bottle, 20, 30 minutes. So that was always a nice break. It was always an easy breezy break, I remember. And so she drank her bottle. She went to sleep in the restaurant. And I told my wife, I said, man, this is beautiful. Fast forward 3 years later, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. What's that? And she'll point to my plate. She say, ooh, I want everything's chicken. I don't care what kind of meat it is, it's chicken. I want chicken. I want chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. She wants your chicken. She wants anything in your plate, Then she'll lick on it, put it back. If she don't like it, she likes it, she wants more of it. If she really likes it, she wants all of it. It's beautiful to see, but sometimes it can be annoying. But it's most 99% of the time it's beautiful to see. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday to my child. Now, we are going to talk about something very important. We are going to talk about how you need to be like a baby. And what do I mean by that? We talked about this before, probably. We're going to talk about it again and again and again because children, seeing life through the eyes of a child, one thing that you learn is, man, babies don't fear much. Babies that have fear and they don't worry about the past and they don't look for the future. They only know the right now, okay? And it's very important that you understand the right now, and don't worry about, oh man, I failed in the past. Oh man, oh my God, I failed. This happened, that happened. I get an example about. I've been seeing a lot. I put on one clip of Dawson's Creek a couple weeks ago. And for those of you that don't know, Dawson Creek was a show that came on. I think it was like 1998, 1999, maybe. But anyway, I watched it. I thought it was a good show. It was about this kid. He was Dawson, and he lived by a lake or a river in North Carolina, a creek, something like that. But Dawson was always had all this angst. He was always worried about the past, and he's always worried about the future. And Dawson never lived in the present moment, and he was in love with this girl named Joey. And him and Joey, they was always, will they, want they? They were like a young Sam Malone and Diane, of Cheers. If you ever saw Cheers, Sam he owned a bar at Cheers, and Diane worked there. And for the first 5 seasons, it was always like, will they, won't they, will they, won't they? It's a very classic, TV sort of thing. You put two people together, normally they're opposites, and they hate each other at first, and then they fall in love, and then they break up, and then they get back together, and they break up, and da. It's if you ever watch Young and the Restless, the best will they won't they is Victor Newman and his wife Victoria Newman. Okay, I don't even listen. I haven't seen Young and the Restless in forever, but I know. Or my mom used to watch when I was a kid. They would be married for a little bit. They would be in love. He said, it's nobody like you, Nikki. Ooh, Nikki, baby, And they would break up, and he would get back with Ashley or Hope or somebody. But anyway, I say all that to say, you know, Dawson, he lived in the past, he lived in the future. He was never in the present moment. Unlike my daughter, who is always right now, she'll get mad and she's not like her mom, you know what I mean? You know, um every now and then, as I told you the other day, my wife she'll say, um, man, I'll say something, and my wife go, "Psh, took you long enough for us to get married." And I go, "Whoa, whoa, but ain't we married now? But ain't you happy now? We are we are in marriage bliss right now. Forget the past right now." But my wife don't want to hear that because she's a woman. I'm just kidding. But no, adults live in the past. Adults dream about the future. Adults are never like a lot of adults don't live in the right now. You want to live in the right now because right now is the best time to get started. Right now is the best time to complete your journey. Or the journey is never complete, but right now is a great time to start the journey. Right now is a great time to do the thing that you want to do. The right now is the best time. There's no, the past is the past, If you was on drugs, you ain't on drugs now, man, you're not a ex drug user. You used to use drugs, but you don't have to say, man, I'm an ex drug user. No, you're a guy that did drugs, but you don't do them no more. So right now, you're not a drug user. If you was an alcoholic, I used to drink. I don't drink no more. It's in the past. There's there's always, you know, yeah, you can learn from the past, but you don't have to live in the past. And the future, you don't know what the future holds. But if you start building blocks in the present, the future will be bright. But if you don't do anything in the present and all you doing is dreaming about the future, then your future's still gonna be crap. Okay? And so what you want to do is be in the present. Even in the Bible. Matter of fact, where is my matter of fact, when I read the Bible, Jesus never says, you know, yesterday I did this. Jesus says, I am, I am him. He uses present tense. He doesn't use past, he doesn't use future. God is present. God is in the present moment. He's never, in the past, I've done this. In the past, in the future, I'm going to do that. It's always in the present. And the more present that you can be, the better off you will be because you want to be in the present because the best time is right now. You don't know what the future. Listen, as I told you before, I have, ever since 2020, my cousin died in 2020. He was 40 years old. I had another cousin that got murdered in like 2019. He was 27. I had another cousin. She died in like 2021. She was 51. Okay? You don't know what the future holds. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. But what you can do is know that there's a right now. And the best time to do anything is right now, Man, there's no, and I say this with nothing but love in my heart for each and every one of you. And I've been there. And man, we've all been there. And man, you think I got tomorrow. Man, you don't know. Tomorrow ain't promised. Man, I miss my family. I miss them three people. Man, I would never thought. My cousin was my best man at my wedding, you know? And if you would have told me 3 years later he be gone, I'd have said, man, you crazy. And that's the man, it's I'm telling you, man, you gotta live that's one thing about kids, man. Kids are curious and they don't care about yesterday. My daughter don't know. She don't care. Don't know. It's yesterday. Today's a new day. What's happening? What's going on? And man, we can all learn from that. You just want to be Man, if there's something you want to do, something you want to write, something you want to just go on and do, man, just man, hop on. Ain't no excuses, ain't no stories, ain't no man. I'm trying. I want to do this and I want to do that. My brother, he talks a lot. My brother, he's a in the future kind of fella, you know. He talks, oh man, if I could go back, I could do. Man, what about right now? Let's go right now. Do it right now. Man, ain't nothing. And no, the future. The future don't happen if you don't build in the present. That's all I got to say about that. If you don't build now, then you ain't gonna have no future. So, you know, you might want to get busy. Don't wait for the right time. There ain't no right time. I've learned that the hard way, man. Ain't no right time, you know. Ain't no right time. It wasn't the right time to get. There's never a right time to get married. There's never a right time to have kids because something's always gonna happen. Me and my wife got married. Me and my wife got married 2017. I think it was not even 6 months later, you know. We started caring for a mom all the time. It was less than that. It probably was, like a month or two after we got married, we realized, we gotta do this, and so there's never, it's wedding bliss, but it's like, all right, let's get to it, let's take care of her. And we did that for 5 or 6 years, and we had a baby, in the mix of all that. It's like there's no right. Oh, let's wait to take care of your mom, and then we'll have a baby, No, we're gonna we're gonna have the baby and take care of your mom. I remember we had to pay somebody. We had to pay somebody to stay. We paid somebody to stay here 24 hours with her mom while my wife had our daughter. My wife had the baby. It was on a Saturday. The lady left. I drove home and fed my mother-in-law and told her about the baby. I said, yeah, we got this baby. I was tired. It was long. It had been a long day. One of the longest days of my life, but one of the best days of my life. And I was happy to come back to my mother-in-law and tell her, hey, we had a baby. I woke up the next day, 6 o'clock in the morning, or 7 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it was. I wasn't worried about sleep. I wasn't worried about none of that. I was on cloud 1,000, and it was in the present. I'm going to see my child right now, and I was very happy. I was very excited, and so we when you're on a mission, and I feel like right now I am on a mission, and I want you to be I want you to join me in this mission, and I'm very excited. And I've been waking up early, you know. I've been waking up early. I've been staying up late, just recording and trying to, get this website going, get this annoying website going, and everything going. Because I'm like, man, I am in the moment. I am right now. Like I am building something for my wife and my daughter and for me. And it's wonderful, and I love it, and I love every minute of it, and I love talking to you and spending time with you. And whenever I do the podcast, I'm never thinking about, oh, what I'm gonna do in 20 minutes, what I'm gonna do in 30 minutes. When I record, I am in the present moment. I am in the now, and I want that for you. And I only bring this up because of my daughter's birthday, and she's 3. And in a couple years, you know, in 2 to 3 years, she will have a memory, and she will say, you know, this happened yesterday or that happened, and I'm gonna I'm gonna remind my child, on a regular basis, as I remind you that, man, mistakes happen in the past. You've done great things in the past. You've done things that you might not like in the past, but it's all in the past. And you don't know what the future is gonna hold. You don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You don't know that. I don't know that. But what you can control is what you're doing right now. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I love each and every one of you. Today is a very special day for me. It's also very special because tomorrow I'm going to see 3 of my favorite people. I'm going to see my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my lovely nephew, who I love very much. I'm very excited for that. I am very excited to go see them. But ladies and gents, that is in the future. So we're talking about right now. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the show. Check us out. Follow, subscribe, go to Spotify, go to Apple, go to all them places. Give us 5 stars. Tell people that this is the greatest show on God's green earth. And we'll be back tomorrow with an all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Zano. Thank you for listening. God bless each and every one of you. And as always, everybody, peace.